Hello, I'm Panos Kotzathanasis, and this is Bad Accent Video Reviews. Today we're going to talk about a long shot, 2023 film by Peng, who is currently screening at the New York Asian Film Festival. Peng graduated from the directing department of the Beijing Film Academy in 2007. After working as an assistant director, he began directing TV commercials and at the same time started screenwriting. He went on to complete several short films and a television series. A long shot, which he also co-wrote, is his directorial feature debut. Regarding the synopsis, I will read from Ruven Linar's written review for Asian Movie Pulse, which goes as follows. Once a famous sharpshooter with international aspirations, Gu Bing has become part of the security crew guarding the Fengling ferroalloy factory in northeastern China during the 90s. After he was forced to quit his career because he partly lost his hearing, he is one of the many henchmen protecting the factory from thieves and other dangers. Like the factory workers, their pay has also been docked or even downright refused by their superiors, making Gu and his colleagues susceptible to bribery, turning a blind eye when someone misplaces some of the few valuable machinery and scrap metal that is still left. Those who cannot pay the guards are beaten and sometimes transferred to the police, although the security seem to be more lenient for underage people who commit theft. One day, Gu catches one such guy, Gen Xiaozun, trying to steal from the factory. However, since he is the son of Jin, one of the only friends the former sharpshooter has left in town, and kind of a romantic interest, one could say, he lets him go. As he tries to make the young man change his ways, he is confronted with his own moral dilemma and the crimes happening around him. Gu realizes the shadiest criminals are perhaps not the thieves but the ones higher up, profiting from the exploitation of people and the region. Okay, it is worth mentioning that although the whole story seems almost sci-fi, let's say, like extreme, it is actually based in a true story with the ending of the film highlighting what happened in the end. So yeah, this thing happens, as it seems, or at least they used to happen in 90s China. So the setting here is kind of like a post-industrial dystopia where everything seems run down, everything crumbling, with the greenish hues that dominate the coloring, highlighting the fact, and the same applying to Florian Zinke's cinematography, which creates a truly suffocating setting. Everything crumbles, there is no space, everyone is poor, suffocating, claustrophobic, tell it how you want, but this is setting. It is also indicative that even when there is an effort, let's say, to show some glimpses of hope, let's say when the camera turns towards the sky, even then the sky is cloudy, essentially saying that there is no way out, even in this case. This hopelessness actually dictates the narrative. The workers are unpaid and have started stealing in order to make a living, along with their children on occasion, but to no avail. They cannot make enough money and they are frequently arrested. The security guards initially seem to be getting paid, or at least not being so late in their pay as the rest. But after a point in the film, they get an announcement by the director that they will also stop being paid, which makes their work even more futile than it was in the beginning. And lastly, the youths of the area have lost all hope, and for a good reason, which pushes them to go to extreme, while organized crime seems to be calling everybody. Okay, this is a story that we have seen internationally, essentially, with towns that are built around the factory, towns that were not there before the factory was created. After said business crumbles, the situation becomes dire since all the hopes and essentially the whole life of a number of people is stuck there. But the concept is evidently is quite interesting, and I feel that in this case finds one of its extremes in a rather rewarding way, even in terms of entertainment. And Peng invests in this dystopian, suffocating setting in a way that definitely highlights the particular situation and intensifies the drama. The film is definitely a drama, and you can feel it from end to the beginning. There is no comedy or anything else here. The situation just gets worse and worse, essentially. He also invests a lot in the question of whether the protagonist will finally get his gun, like Johnny, let's say, with the tension this aspect creates being one of the best traits of the movie. The way he goes about it, with the helps of editors Mathieu Lacroix and Tsai Yan-san, is quite good, with the mid-tempo suiting the overall narrative style nicely. At the same time, though, and particularly before the final turn of the movie, there is significant lagging, which also results in some issues with the pacing, although not to a point to bring the whole thing down, as the finale definitely compensates. The truth remains, though, that the movie could move faster on points, and furthermore, the melodrama that takes over close to the end does go a bit too far in the end, even including some moments that could be described as pretentious, but which are toned down, though, by what is happening all around this part of the movie, which I will not reveal since it's a twist and essentially reveals what will happen with the protagonist and everyone, actually. So regarding the acting, I would say it's in a quite high level. Zhu Feng plays Gu as a man who has been lost in the world after the ending of his career and finding himself in a setting that makes no sense, including his own actions and overall existence, in essence. Zhu Zhengjie as Geng Xiaojun highlights how lost he is in this hopeless world, with his despair dictating his every action and his lack of guidance and making things even worse. Essentially, he remains immature from beginning to end. Maybe with, okay, what happens in the end changes him, but for the most part, he is like that. And it's easy to say that is not the way someone should mature. Another standout performance here comes from Sao Bing, who plays Chief Tran, Gu's leader, who finds himself in an even more impossible situation, and even despite the fact that he is a decent man, the situation makes him change, and his transformation and the way what we see him do is actually one of the most dramatic aspects of the movie. In general, it's easy to say that the acting is one of the best aspects of the film. So overall, this is a very interesting story, both about the particular situation with the added value that it is a real story, and about human nature. And in the end, despite some shortcomings, it is easy to say that its pros definitely outweigh its cons. So that was it for today. Thank you very much for watching. And if you like these videos, please like and subscribe. Hope to see you soon, probably tomorrow. Have a nice day.